Larson live in the Physec. What's up, Miss Brie? Um, Reports has come out said Brie Larson, and this is coming from a giant freaking robot. Brie Larson is finished with Marvel. New info points to her end. Um, Says in a divisive title amongst the Marvel fan community, some are counting down the days until the Marvels arrives November 10th, and some have already written off the film. And I understand why people are writing out the film. It makes sense because nothing is really going on in Marvel right now. They're retooling, supposed to be redoing some things or actually getting a showrunner, some real people who understand what's going on in Marvel. And a lot of details have come out. And it seems like Marvel, I don't want to call it a flash in the pan, but they were kind of flying by the seat of their pants and kind of got lucky with some of the situations that happened with them. Marvel kind of got lucky. Um, for the movie stars, it's been hard to keep the enthusiasm ball rolling and shake off the negative energy, particularly for Brie Larson. According to author Joanna Robinson, who recently appeared on an episode of the Watch podcast, Larson is quickly getting over her role in the MCU and due to toxic backlash, may want to step down from the character altogether. And I totally understand. She has a lot of people don't like her. Some people point back to a certain interview that she did on the red carpet to forgot what film that was. I don't see that as a reason to dislike Brie Larson. You know what I'm saying? I think she does well as Captain Marvel. You know what I mean? Was the film particularly good? I enjoyed it, but I know it's not highly touted as a great MCU film. It did do $1 billion, and it was a lot of people say, well, it was positioned in between, you know what I'm saying, the two Avengers films. Duh, that's what I would do. I would position her into, you know what I'm saying, between those films. The bad thing is when it comes to the Marvels, it's kind of, you know what I'm saying, it's kind of on an island. Everything is down now. Everything is down. And they're gonna lay it on the feet of Brie Larson, which I think is wrong. They're gonna lay this film not doing good because of Brie Larson, and I think that's totally false and wrong. I think no matter what Marvel film would have came out, I don't think it would have done well, just because Marvel is directionless right now. It's directionless, and so with Marvel being directionless, I think everything wouldn't necessarily do, because we've been getting diminishing returns movie after movie after movie ever since Endgame came out. Ever since, right? Back to this. It says, leading up to her chat on the Watch, Robinson penned the book MCU: The Reign of Marvel Studios, in which she wrote about the ever-changing form of the cinematic universe was taking. Having lost Chris Evans, Robert Downey Jr., Scarlett Johansson, and more, it will be a major detriment to the franchise should someone like Brie Larson leave her role behind. That is totally true. She is like the last bastion. Her and Tupac. her and let me not call him Tupac. Her and Falcon, man. They like the last bastions. You know what I'm saying? And Hulk. That's it. That's all we really have right now. Describing Larson's spot in the MCU is being that of a prominent place. Robinson says that the negative energy being thrown particularly at herself in the Marvels has her second guessing her position. Now, I hope for her sake that the Marvels does do. I don't think that the Marvels is gonna come out the gate and just ravage shit and just break down, just knock down records and stuff like that. I think the Marvels is gonna be can be a modest film, but what's also hurting the Marvels is they can't really the actors can't get out there and promote the film. You know what I'm saying? They can't go and do these shows, promote the film, and talk to the people and let them know what's going on in the film. So I think that's a big detriment. This strike is a major hurt, you know what I'm saying, for what's going on. The push really relies on us YouTubers, fans and things of that nature to really get out there and push this film. If you are a fan of the Marvels or Brie Larson or anybody involved in the project, I would advise you, if you want to see it do good, to push it, you know what I'm saying, to talk about it, let your people know that it's out. Let's get back to it. Essentially, it sounds like Brie Larson is tired. She's tired of fighting off a certain group of Marvel fans who are less than thrilled that a female, or in the case of the Marvel's 3 female characters, is taking the reins. for her own storyline, and she's exhausted of being at the center of a rumor mill that watches and dissects every piece of her behavior. Look, I'm with her. You know what I'm saying? If she did step away, I would not put anything, I wouldn't blame her. If she stepped away, I wouldn't blame her. You know what I'm saying? Like, because she does get a lot of, I think, baseless vitriol. You know what I'm saying? It's not real critiques. If they was giving like real critiques of the movie or her performance, then I can see, but that's not even the case. They, you know what I'm saying? They just giving vitriol and being nasty and angry for, to me, for no real reason at all. You got to give me a little bit more than what they're giving me when it comes to Brie Larson. Um, As for the Marvels, the stage is set for the Neil DaCosta film to soar in the theaters just in time for the beginning of the holiday cinematic rush. With big shoes to fill, the Brie Larson, Tiana Paris, and Amon Vellani-led film is the latest to come from the studio following this blockbuster hit, Guardians of the Galaxy 3. Now, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 did do pretty good. Pretty good numbers, I would say. Along with the drama from the naysayer Marvel fans, the film is also hitting a setback as due to the ongoing SAG-AFTRA strike. The stars won't be able to join the press tour for promotional purposes. And that's what I'm saying. With the strike going on, they can't really get out and push it the way that they need to push it. And I think that's a real detriment. That's bad, man. That's bad. If you can't get out, you got this body of work that may be good, may not be good. You know what I'm saying? We won't know until we watch it, but you can't even push it. You can't even push it the way, if you believe, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people would love to see uh Neil DaCosta out, Brie Larson out, Tiana Paris out, Amon Vellani out together, pushing this film and just showing, you know what I'm saying, them talking about how dope it's a fit, feel good it is, and things of that nature. So, in the Marvels, Brie Larson reprises her long-running role as Carol Danvers, aka Captain Marvel, alongside Tiana Paris, Monica Rambeau, and Amani Vellani's Kamala Khan, aka Miss Marvel. After the trio inexplicably begins trading places with one another, each time they use their powers, they team up to get to the bottom of the mystery. Also set to be featured are a handful of familiar, new to the MCU names: Samuel Jackson, Zal Ashton, Park So-Joon, Randall Park, Lashana Lynch, Mohan Kapar, Zenobia Sharoff, and Sagar Sank. So those are the people involved in it. Brie Larson's Captain Marvel first led the charge on what would become the debut film-led standalone film in the MCU with 2019's Captain Marvel, making the Marvels a sort of Captain Marvel 2. To me, it's not a sequel. It's more, I would say, a spiritual sequel, because it's got two other elements involved in this. You have WandaVision's ramifications from what happened in WandaVision, and then you got ramifications of what happened in Miss Marvel. Those all coming together to culminate into the Marvels, which is this. So this actually can be looked at its own standalone film if you really think about it. Or you can call it Captain Marvel 2. Either way you look at it, I don't think hurts the film, or you know what I'm saying, can be said it's wrong. So you know, I really don't. It's just just this quote here: Brie Larson reportedly tired of dealing with constant backlash from fans and don't like her in the role of Captain Marvel, may be ready to walk away from the MCU for good. I'm telling you, it will really be. I would hate to see her do that, right? I would hate to see that she let those people win by having her walk away. I would really hate to see her do that. Now, if there's nothing left for her to do as far as storyline goes, you know what I'm saying? And if she's just tired of the role, not due to the fans, not to the toxic nature of what's being spewed at her, the backlash. And some people say, "Oh, that's not toxic," but it's toxic if it's not coming from a place of if it's coming from a place of hate, it's toxic, right? If it's coming from a place of malcontent, it's not good. If this is if a real critical critiquing of somebody and their body of work, then yeah. But if you're doing it because you hate and you just want to be a hater and you just want to stir up shit, then nah, man. You know what I'm saying? You can miss me with all that. But y'all let me know what y'all think. Do y'all think she should leave? Do you think it is, toxic backlash is going on her way, or do you just think that she, you know what I'm saying, her character isn't good, you just don't like her in the role, like for real, don't like her in the role, y'all let me know. Put it down in the comments below.